Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you've been here for a while, you know I like my pink and whites to be really pink underneath, so I always start with a base pink and I do a super thin layer to kind of even it out. So I've already prepped my nails, added a clear base, and this is built up just a little bit. Also extended the nail, and now we're applying cosmetic pink. And I'm doing a super thin layer here because again, we're not adding bulk to this, we're just evening out the color underneath, because for me, I tend to use clear, I use pink, I use different color pink, sometimes I'll use fiber gel, so I tend to have a lot of different bases on my nail, and by doing this, this is actually going to even out my nails and allow me to build up the color that I want. So once I apply this, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds and take French tip. If you've seen my pink and whites before, I love a bold tip. So I like it to look super white, and it's just, French tip gives it to me. So what I do is I apply it just on the tip, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it usually to all of them because it is such a, this is a builder gel, not like a one step. The viscosity is super thick, so I can do that and it won't go anywhere. Like it literally stays where you put it. And that's a really good thing about this. That you don't have to worry about it running anywhere. So now we are going to blend it up. I don't believe I used an ombre brush at all during this tutorial. I think I just turned my brush sideways, which is pretty much what I do to do ombres. So what I'm doing is going through and feathering out this on all of the nails. And don't worry if you feel like you don't have enough French tip on the edge. Again, French tip is optional. You don't have to do it. I just like that really white ending. And then we're going to come in, with more French tip apparently. Apparently I wanted more. So I'm gonna fast forward and then we'll get to the marshmallow point. Now taking marshmallow. You don't have to use French tip. You can come in just with marshmallow and you can see how runny that is, where the other one again does not move. This one moves. So what I do here is I apply it and then I go in and feather it up, and then I go ahead and put just that finger in the lamp and I flash cure it, since the other ones are already cured. No, actually I don't think I cure those. You can if you want or not. That's up to you. I don't think these ones were cured. So I just quickly I guess bend my fingers down and just pop it in the lamp. And so when you apply that to the tip, it goes over that white French, or the French white, French tip. And when you blend it up, it literally just like disappears. I don't know what it is about this. Just this combo gives me exactly what I'm looking for in a French tip. So I will go ahead and let you guys watch the rest of those ones. Giving that a full cure. Now we're gonna come in with pink one step. And this again has that travel viscosity, meaning low viscosity, so it will move. You can do a slip layer here if you want. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It really depends on how much I have the nail built up or not built up to where I need it to go. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Don't worry, I cut that piece off. because I see it even editing this tutorial. I'm like, oh my God, it's driving me crazy. So put it on, and then I walked it down the nail, and you can see me turning my brush sideways and then wiping it off at the end. Yes, I had to leave it in the video because the satisfaction of just ripping that hair out. Okay, again, putting that pink one step on, kind of bouncing it in the back so we kind of get that transition to the cuticle area nice and smooth, because you don't really want a bulge at the cuticle area and then you end up having a bulge when it grows out. I just find if you do it that way, it kind of, although this one's looking a little bulgy, but don't worry, we file it down. So again, I walk it down the nail a little bit, turn my brush sideways to even it out, and then we spread it down. So I will go ahead and let you watch the other two nails. I don't think many people show this. There's a dip, because when you are going to make it thin for that white and pink where it meets, you obviously don't want to build up the pink because then you have like a ton of it. So I just come in and put a little bit of clear over them, and it just fixes the dip, and it's great. I don't have any issues with this. If you have issues, you can build up your pink or your white coming back in, no big deal. Oh, okay. We're just gonna go straight into making flowers. So what I did was filed and buffed the nails, so we're ready for making the flowers. I'm taking flat matte and I'm applying it all over the nail. I do these one at a time because I didn't know where I wanted to go with this. So you'll see me do the different flowers on the different nails because I just didn't know where I wanted to go. So grab that little circle, and then I just rotate it around, and using the silicone tool, which I can link below, I am keeping that tip in the center and using it as if you were using a brush to just roll it to the outside. You can do it two different ways. You can do it super thin like I am here, or you can leave it more opaque, grabbing more gel. I didn't want to grab more gel. I like it to look a little opaque. Coming in with the second bead, if you notice, I place it in the middle, and then I'm using that body of that silicone tool to push it out. You can use a brush for this, absolutely. I was using a silicone tool. A great tip that I have for you guys, if you're using a silicone tool, use a cleanser or your alcohol so it doesn't stick to the silicone tool. I was gonna say brush, silicone tool. And that way it'll help it not stick, and then you really have free movement everywhere. It's great. I do it all the time, and you can see if I get stuck, I wipe it off. And that's the best part about this, is you can literally make it how you want. and then move on to the next flower. What I usually do though is I tend to cure, like a flash cure of my flower after each petal, because I find that will give me the best look for my flower. So I'm applying a little bit of Stick It, and then we're gonna add a jewel in the middle. I love it. And we move on. And there's a couple flowers here, so let's see, we got 4 minutes left. I'm just gonna let you watch this because you guys see how I do it. And this is me expanding the flower because I didn't like how it looked. So don't be afraid to play with it. Just play with it. So I will catch you guys towards the end. Crystals, yes. I loved how this turned out, and these would absolutely be my wedding nails, so that's going to be the title of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.